The ancient city of Troy, located in what is now modern-day Turkey, is one of the most legendary and iconic archaeological sites in human history. Known from Homer's epic The Iliad, Troy was the setting of the famous Trojan War. But beyond myth, the real city holds fascinating secrets and remnants of a powerful civilization that existed for centuries. The mythical and historical background of Troy. Troy, often called Iliad in ancient times, became famous through the epic tale of the Trojan War. In Greek mythology, the war began when Paris, Prince of Troy, abducted Helen, the wife of Menelaus, king of Sparta. This sparked a decade-long conflict between the Greeks and the Trojans. According to legend, the war ended with the cunning Greek trick of the Trojan Horse, a large wooden structure filled with Greek soldiers that allowed them to infiltrate and destroy the city. Homer's The Iliad immortalized Troy in literature, though for centuries many believed the story to be mere fiction. However, the actual location of ancient Troy was uncovered in the 19th century by German archaeologist Heinrich Schliemann, providing evidence that the real city existed at the site, possibly even the Troy of legend. The discovery of Troy. In 1870, Schliemann began excavating in mound in Turkey known as Hazarlik, which he believed to be the site of ancient Troy. His discovery of several layers of ancient ruin confirmed that this location had been inhabited for thousands of years, with multiple cities being built and destroyed in succession over the centuries. The site revealed 9 layers of settlement, showing that Troy had a complex and long history. The different layers, known as Troy the First to Troy the Ninth, represent the various phases of the city's existence, with Troy the Sixth or the Seventh believed to be the likely period of the Trojan War. Troy the Sixth, circa 1700 to 1250 BCE, was a prosperous city with powerful fortifications, while Troy the Seventh, 1250 to 1180 BCE, showed evidence of destruction, possibly linking it to the fall of the city as described in Homer's epic. Although Schliemann's methods were sometimes criticized for being destructive and unsystematic, his discoveries sparked global interest in the archaeological study of Troy and ancient history in general. Later excavations in the 20th century provided further insights into the city's history and its role in the region. Troy's strategic location and importance. Troy was located near the Dardanelles Strait, a key waterway connecting the Aegean Sea to the Sea of Marmara and ultimately the Black Sea. This strategic position allowed the city to control maritime trade routes and become a wealthy hub in the ancient world. Troy's prominence was not just based on trade, but also on its connections with other powerful cultures, including the Hittites. Some historical records from the Hittites refer to a city called Wailusa, which many scholars believe was Troy. These records suggest that Troy was a significant power in the region, engaging in diplomacy and conflict with neighboring civilizations. The city's fortifications, especially the massive walls surrounding it, demonstrate its importance and the need for defense against invaders. This impressive structure are frequently referenced in Homer's works and were real-world testaments to Troy's might. The Trojan War, myth or reality? One of the most debated topics in archaeology and history is the extent to which the Trojan War was based on real events. While many aspects of Homer's account, including the involvement of gods and goddesses, are clearly mythological, there is evidence that some form of conflict took place at Troy during the late Bronze Age. The destruction of Troy, the 7th around 1180 BC, aligned with the general time frame given by ancient historians for the fall of Troy. This period also corresponds with the collapse of several other civilizations in the Mediterranean, possibly due to warfare, climate change, or invasions by the mysterious sea peoples. Some scholars speculate that the Trojan War could have been a large-scale conflict over control of the strategic trade routes around the Dardanelles. While the exact details of the Trojan War may never be fully known, the discovery of Troy as a real city and the evidence of its destruction offer compelling support for the theory that the legend was based on actual historical events. Troy in modern archaeology. Modern archaeology has provided much more detail and scientific insight into Troy. Excavations led by scholars such as Manfred Korfmann in the late 20th and early 21st centuries helped reveal new information about the city's layout, fortifications, and daily life. Korfmann's team used advanced techniques like geophysical surveys, which revealed that Troy was much larger than previously thought. The lower city, which had been largely overlooked in earlier excavations, was discovered to be home to a large population and contained evidence of extensive agriculture and trade activity. Additionally, more sophisticated dating techniques have provided a clearer timeline of the city's rise and fall, helping archaeologists pinpoint when different layers of Troy were occupied. These modern methods have made it possible to better understand the city's role in the ancient world and how it interacted with other civilizations. Troy's legacy and influence. The city of Troy continues to captivate the imagination of people around the world. Its legendary status as the site of the Trojan War has influenced countless works of literature, art, and even modern film. From Virgil's Iliad to modern retelling of the myth, the story of Troy remains a cornerstone of Western culture. In 1998, Troy was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, further cementing its importance as both a historical and cultural symbol. Visitors to the site today can explore the remains of the city, view reconstruction of its ancient walls, and walk through the landscape that inspired one of the greatest epics in human history. Conclusion. The ancient city of Troy stands as the crossroads of myth and history, blending legendary tales of war and heroism with the real-world remains of a powerful civilization. While much of Troy's past remains shrouded in mystery, the archaeological discoveries at Heiser have brought the city to life in new ways, offering a glimpse into one of the most iconic stories of the ancient world.